Hi, and welcome back to Get Fit with Gaston. I'm your host, Kayla Fox. And back in the studio with us today is Yolanda Thompson.
Hey Kayla, how are you?
Good, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Good. All right, the first thing I wanted to ask you today, I want to focus on, toning up my legs, getting them a little bit slimmer. Is there something that I can do that just focuses on that?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. A lot of my clients come to me with the same question, and what we call that is spot training. Okay. So unfortunately, the first thing that I would do is consult with you and be honest about what your body type is. Okay. And I would be like, Kayla, you have a great body, you're full of curves, you're gonna have thighs to your body, to your lower body, and that's okay. But what we can do is focus on keeping them nice and lean and toned, and I would definitely talk to you about the infamous diet, the 80% clean eating, right? Okay. 20% of what you do is exercise, and all we're gonna do is keep them nice and toned and lean. But there is no such thing as spot training. So a lot of people come to me and like, I want the rest of my body to stay the same, just focus on my legs. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Okay. So, but we can make you have the best legs that you can for your body type. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, is there something that you could show me that isn't, specifically, is aimed towards that, but isn't just that?
Help you tone that, right?
Right.
So there's a very quick way that you can work out in less than 5 minutes. I would do like 3 sets of these 15 in the morning and maybe in the evening. And it's called a squat to a side kick. Okay. And what we're gonna do is when we do that squat, it's focusing on your glutes. And when we do that side kick, it's focusing on what we call your abductor adductors, which is your outside inside thigh. Okay? So you want me to show you real quick?
Yeah.
All right, so what you wanna do is stand shoulder width apart. And we talked about that before. And when you go down into your squat, I want you to push your hips back and sit back into your heel. Come up, and I want you to control that kick all the way back down and land right into that squat. Now we're going to take it to the left side and back down and then repeat. And what you can do is do several of those till you maybe get to the count of 15 or 20, 3 sets.
Okay.
Did you feel that already? See, I felt that already.
Yeah. And earlier, I know when we were doing it, I was kind of kicking out towards the side.
Yes, you were going forward, and what's going to happen is that itty bitty turn forward is hitting a different part of muscle, more of your quad. Yeah. And when we have the thighs or we carry our weight low, we want to hit those abductor adductors and the glutes.
Right. And I didn't feel it as much going that way as I did to the side just now.
See how that little bit makes a big difference?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And another problem area for me is, I know a lot of women have this problem with the flabby arms. Yes. What are some kind of moves that you can do at home to get rid of that?
Okay, and that's a great question as well, because usually the people who have issues with carrying weight down low, we call those the hourglasses or the pear. Right. They usually tend to have the same issues on the back of their arms. Yep. That's fine. Once again, if you're born with curves, that's what you have. Embrace it, right? Because you want to enjoy your life and be able to eat. You don't want to be starved and trying to be something you're not. Right. So let's just take that weight on the back of your arm, and now let's just create some curves to it, right? Make it lean. So once again, can't spot train, but what we can do is start incorporating weights, light weights, like for yourself, maybe 6 no more than 8 pounds, 10 at the most, right? And 3 sets, 15 repetitions. Okay. And today in the exercises that we're going to do, I'm going to cover that actually and show people who carry weight like myself. I carry weight in the back of my arm, but I've turned it into guns. Right. All right. Instead of Cinnabons, we got guns. Okay.
That's awesome. Okay, great. I cannot wait to see that. And another area. A lot of people, are sore after they're working out, and you hear, work out the soreness, is that something that you also would tell your people to do?
Yeah, it is it's very normal to get soreness after a workout. They actually call that DOS, delayed onset of soreness. And what it is, when you lift weights, you may experience afterwards, maybe not the next day, anywhere from 48 to 72 hours, you're going to get that delayed onset of soreness because you've just torn the muscles down. Right. You don't feel it when you're working out, because when you're working out, you're tearing the muscle down. So within that next 48 to 72 hours, guess what your muscles are doing to tissue? They're trying to heal. I know that sounds crazy, but now they're trying to heal and they're trying to swell and get the gun movement in. That's what you're feeling. Right. You're feeling those muscles coming back in. That's why I always say it's very important within that 48 and 72 hours, get that clean protein in. Protein helps the body heal. It expedites the process. And that's why we do that. Does that make sense? So 48 to 72. So if you wake up the next day after a workout and you're feeling good, well, hold on. Let's see if you get to 48, 72 hours, then you're good. But you're probably going to be sore, and that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome to know. Good, good.
Yay.
Okay,
Good.
and the last thing I want to talk about with you, we talked a little bit before about a flat stomach and doing some crunches. You know, is there anything else that you can do? Are you going to cover that today as well?
We're going to talk, and I talk about that all the time, that people think that you can spot train that again, so I'm glad we're just all on the spot training. People are like, just leave everything where it is. I just get my butt straight, get my abs flat, get my guns right. Once again, can't do it. I need you to eat clean 80% of the time, and then we can hit all of those together. Most likely a person who carries fat in their stomach, once again, that's their build. Some people have the Coke bottles, and the pears usually don't have that. They carry it low. So if you're a person who carries it from the waist up, an apple, you have to have the understanding that's your body type. That being said, we can get your abs down, but they might not be washboard, and that's okay. Got to be realistic. But what I don't want to see people do is eat whatever they want to eat and just hit a bunch of crunches. That's what we call spot training. No. So if you want to get your abs down, 80% clean diet, cardio needs to be tight, 30 to 45 minutes, 5 to 6 days a week, different types, cross training. Then also incorporate abs in everything you do. So you can't just crunch yourself to death and keep eating garbage.
All right. Well, also, it was great talking to you as always.
No problem. Thanks,
and I'm going to head it over and let Nick and Kim come in and show everybody some moves.
Okay, great. Thanks, Kayla.
No problem.
Hey guys, welcome back to Get Fit with Gaston. It's your girl, E03 Thompson, and I'm here with two amazing trainers. Kim, say hey, Kim.
Hey guys.
And Nick, my trainer in trainer, but he's going to be on the scene within a couple weeks, certified. Awesome people. Guess why I know? Because I trained them. Hey! So what we're going to do today is show you how to get a quick workout in at home with little to no variables. So all you really need is two great people to work out with you, if you can get them. You need a mat, maybe a stopwatch, and some weights, water, and a towel. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. You guys ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to start with a warm-up. When I talked the last time, I talked about foam rolling. We've done all that. We've gotten our muscles together. So we're just going to warm the body up. We're going to start with a pendulum. You guys ready? So on the third one, we're going to double. So it's a 1, 2, double. 1, 2, I'm sorry, it's 1, 2, 3 double, right?
There you go.
All right, you guys keep me straight. 1, 2, 3, and a double. Good. This is a nice one. It's a little different instead of jogging. There's a modification for that. All right, if you don't want to do that, you can just step and kick and warm up to the side. But I like the pendulum, so let me get back in motion here with my guys.
I think so too.
That's okay. That's all good because we're almost there. Give me 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do a little something that I talked about earlier. We're going to squat with a side kick, which is working our gluteus maximus, our abductors, and our adductors. Guys, we're going to squat. Our feet are going to be shoulder width apart, and we're going to squat down. We're going to do a nice controlled kick and go right back into our squat. So why are we doing this? It's always good to start with your lower extremities first. Why is that, pray tell, my wonderful trainers? Why are we starting with lower body, you guys?
Well, they're the biggest and
Always
the strongest.
want to start with the biggest and the strongest muscles. So that's your gluteus maximus and your quads and your adductors. As you can see, my breath is getting a little bit heavy already. Y'all feeling it already?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So when we kick, that's when we're going to get our exhalation. And when you blast up from the squat, give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Believe it or not, burning, already warmed up. Y'all feel that?
Oh, yeah. Feeling
Heart rate's up, all that. All right, so we started with the lower body parts. Now we're going to go into one of my favorites, upper bodies. All right? So guys, let's grab our weights. All right. This is one of my favorites, and I call it the Goalie. All right, and what I want you to do is be mindful. I want that 90-degree angle. Turn right there so you can see it. All right, we're going to start there. And then we're going to raise the elbows up till the palms are parallel to the floor. And then we're going to rotate back. Good. Abs are tight. And then we're going to close. And then we're up and back and down and close. The reason I like this is because it's a combination. We always want to do as many parts as we can in many planes of motion. You see all these different planes of motion I'm in? So I'm not static. in one plane of motion. Therefore, I'm gonna hit all parts of my arm. What number are we on, you guys?
6.
So hard to talk and count.
I got
Trainers
you.
love that. My abs are tight. Sometimes when I really get excited, I just throw that leg back, boom, get into a little baby squat and close, then open. Where are we at?
We have one more.
All right, so what we usually do with this is a quick superset. All right, squeeze. We're gonna leave it at that and we're gonna superset. So superset is usually, what is that, Nick?
We're gonna work out twice without a break.
Yeah, no break. It's really good for sculpting. I'll go this way, I'm gonna be a little different. So we're gonna hit the floor, we're gonna go in a plank, and we're gonna shoulder tap. And we're gonna go to like, let's do 20, you guys. Ultimately, we would do 3 sets of 15 to 20 of all this. Because of time constraints, we're gonna make it a little bit shorter today. All right, you guys ready? Yes. All right, nice plank means hands are directly under your shoulders, legs are back, abs is in, no booty up, no booty too low. Right here, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Good job. Sit back in a child's pose. You know what, guys? I think we got enough time to grab our weights and do a second set. What do you think?
I think we can do that.
I think we can do that. It's always good if you have time. You can leave your mats there because we're going to hit it right back with a superset. All right, back to that 90-degree angle. You're working today. All right, here we go. Abs are tight. Woo! And let's go. Rotate back. So, Nick, what's up?
Yeah.
Notice you don't have no weights. What's up with that? Tell us about
Well,
that.
I have some shoulder issues, and so rotation with weight can aggravate my shoulders pretty badly. So I go with no weight. I still feel a workout, still feel my muscles working.
Exactly. All you have to do is squeeze your muscles. Yeah, you do. You don't need these weights. Okay, so sometimes you squeeze your muscle. If you have an injury, don't try to be Superman or Superwoman. Just let the weights go. He's still going to have that good cut, that lean look. What number are we on, Kim?
We have one more.
See, I love it when I talk too much. We are done. Moving on, superset. Right to the floor. It's quick. It's quick. It's not a game. All right, let's go, guys. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose for me. Woo, that was nice. Good job. All right, so if you want nice, sexy arms, we were talking about that with Kayla in the beginning. You don't want those arms flying in the wind. You want nice shoulders. You want your tank top banging. Summer's almost here. Get on it. Moving on. Kim is next. Kim, what we got going on?
We're going to do a curtsy lunge with the shoulder press.
Why do I like this? Because it's a combination. Love them. All right, so we're going to work lower and upper body at the same time. All right, so let's start with the right leg going into the curtsy. Is that okay? So we can be
That's
a little.
fine.
All right.
So you're going to start with your hands up. You're going to go into that curtsy, pull down, press back up.
Good. How many we got?
We got 10.
Okay.
So you've already knocked out 2.
Good. So while we're doing it, I'll try to talk a little. It's a little rough. You're going to push through your left heel, engaging that left glute. Your abs are always confined, working them all the time. And then we're also doing the upper body.
That was the last one.
And that's a beautiful thing. Hello. Whew, shake it out there, you guys.
So we have
Let's drop
2
the weights for a second.
Okay.
Give me a quick Phelps. 3, 2, 1. Little lactic acid. I felt it burning, so I wanted to release it. Moving on. Other side.
We're here and take it down.
Good. So where's our exhalation? It's when we pressing up. Inhale when I go down. Exhale when I press up. It's a great thing. Gets oxygen to the muscle, and it helps you get through. Doesn't it, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Wouldn't you say? All right.
Definitely does.
Yes.
One more.
That went bad.
Nope.
I feel it. Moving on. What's next?
Next, we're going to have our spider lunge. So we're going to go back into that plank position. If you're like Miss Princess here, grab your mat.
Needs a mat. Just because you work out doesn't mean you can't be a gentle flower. Take care of your hands, ladies.
So we're in plank position once again. You're going to take that left knee to the left elbow and lean forward. Take it back to plank and alternate. And then we have a modified where you just tap it down and bring it back.
Okay, so if you can't get your knee to your elbow, just get your leg up as far as you can. If you can't do that, just hold a plank until we're done. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right, let's go.
So let's do a total of 10.
Start with the left knee.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go.
That's 1.
How you doing, Nick?
Doing good.
Good.
Feeling it.
Don't forget to breathe.
Good.
Keep that core tight. 2 more. 2 and 1.
Woo! Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Them ain't no joke. Woo!
Stretch
That's
that out.
all
Stretch it
body.
out.
That's all body.
Most indeed.
Abs. You don't have to set your abs apart and do them separate. Every exercise you just saw, we included abs.
Yes, we did.
All right, so we're on to Nick. Okay, Nick, what you got for us?
All right, today we got a judo push-up. Push-up. It's going to enhance our core a lot because we're going to do plank with it, and we're going to hit our chest and a little bit of our back while we do it. So we're going to go down into our plank. Now, this time you want it just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Your hands and your feet. Okay? You're going to start by going up into a pike, putting that butt up in the air. You're going to dip down all the way through, and then you're going to come all the way back. Now, it's a harder workout, more advanced, so we have some modifications to show
Yeah,
you.
we have some modifications because as we know, women sometimes we are not gifted with the natural upper body strength as men are. I know we look good upper body, but at the same time, we're not that strong. But ladies, don't fret. We have more of the lower body and they don't.
There you
Okay, so it equals out.
Point that out.
So always pointing that out. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you a modification for that if you're not there yet. And then Kim's going to show you another modification, right, Kim?
Sounds good.
All right, so the modification for me, if any of my yogis are out there, I'm going to be in a plank and I'm going to take my sits bone to the ceiling. So it's just like going from plank to down dog if you have you. All right, so I'm going to start in a plank and then I'm just push my sits bone to the top, still working my shoulders, come right back into my plank. All right, what you got, Kim?
You're going to start in plank position, but you're on your elbows, and then you're going to push back once again, and then you're going to come back down.
That's your options, or guess what? Hold a plank if you're not there yet. And now you know how you can progress yourself accordingly. We're going to try to go at your count, okay? So we're going to hold it because he's going to be going a little slower because he's, he all fancy. All right.
I got to show off sometimes. All right, so we're going to do 10 of these.
Okay.
All right, everybody get ready?
Yes.
Let's go back into our pike. All right, bring it forward. And then we're going to go back into our pike. That's 1. Let's do it again. And back. Again. And back. Again.
So we're exhaling when we press back, guys. And we're inhaling as we go down, believe it or not. So I'm going to exhale when I go up because that is our force, our motion of force there.
All right, we got 3 more.
Good.
I'm feeling these.
Yes.
Yes.
Anytime it gets
Workout.
quiet, that means it's
Exactly.
hard.
All right, last one, guys. And back.
Awesome job, Nick.
Good.
Those are no joke. They call them Navy SEALs. I'm ex-Navy, so they call those Navy SEALs.
Yeah, you'll feel
So
them.
give me some dap
Yes.
on that.
Just
Good job. Good job, Nick.
Good job, Nick.
Thank you.
All right, moving on. What we got?
All right, we're going to pull our mats back out.
All
We're
right.
going to lay them to the side so that we can show everybody this one.
Oh, we're doing that bridge.
Fine.
All right, so we're in a supine position, which means on our spine.
That's good.
I'm going to slide back
Go
here.
back. Lay down. We're going to bring our right knee up. And then you're going to push through your right heel so that you're working the glutes. You're going to bridge up and bring your hips up off the ground. And then we're going to bring our left leg in and then up to the ceiling. Back down and out. In,
All right.
down.
So how many we got of these, Nick?
We got 10.
Good job. That's 3.
3.
I know how to count when I'm the one doing it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, are you still counting?
I am. We're on 4.
All right. Now, modification for this is you don't have to hold yourself up if it gets a little too hard. So in that case, when you
Last
come down,
one.
Keep your hips on the ground and then go up.
Release.
And come back down.
And let me just say that real quick. This is another example where we are working glute and we're stabilizing. So that's all your abs at the same time. Switching sides.
Switch our sides. Going to the other leg. Everybody up off the floor. And we're going to bring it in and up. Down and up. In, up, down, out. We already got 2 down, guys.
Yes, we do. Woo. That's 3.
My abs are burning.
My glutes are burning. Jinx.
Exactly. I think we're halfway through.
Yep.
Give me 4 more. 2 more. Good job, guys. Awesome. Woo!
How are your glutes not burning, Nick?
I like that,
They're
Nick.
burning.
I like that one, Nick. That was awesome. All right, moving on. All right, so we did a whole body workout. And as I said, we hit the abs and the glutes at the same time. Let's go ahead and push our mats back. And what we're going to do is go into a little soft cool down. All right, you guys. So this time we're going to do that same curtsy we did, and I'll demonstrate to you, and we're just going to touch the floor and then just bring it back up center. And we're going to alternate. All right, count to 10. You ready? All right, so it's tap that floor, 10, center.
Oh, you did say alternate.
Yeah, 8, that's okay. 7, 6, 5, 4,
Gotta find that spot on the floor to keep
3.
on
Yes,
balance.
you do.
Yes, so we're stabilizing. 2.
And even though it's cool down, still keep your
1.
core nice and tight.
Good. Good job, guys. All right, our feet are wider than shoulder width. We're going to sit down in a sumo, elbows inside of our knees and push them out and away. Hands to heart center. Go ahead and take your hips to the ceiling, fingertips to the floor. Drop your hips back. Come on up. Good. Reach it up. Grab that beach ball and then take a back bend. Good. Lower lumbar. Up. Right leg is going to go behind the left. And then we're going to lean over. Get our what? Hammies. Very, very important. You did a good job today, guys.
Thank you, Wanda.
You're so welcome. Thank you for joining me. Let's switch sides. Up and over. Good. Take your nose to your knee. Good. Back up. Right leg goes back. We're going to straddle into that runner's pose. As far as you can get that right leg back. Leave the right hand. Float the left. Woo, piriformis on the left side. Does anybody feel it but me?
Oh, yeah.
Release.
That's a tight muscle.
Yes, right meets left, left goes back. As far as you can get it, runner's pose. Leave your left hand down, float your right, take your gaze to your right. Open that arm up. Open the shoulders. Piriformis. The more you go back, the more you feel it. Release. Left meets right. Sit down in that chair, hands to heart center. Drop those hips up to the ceiling. Arms are parallel. Look up. Good reach. Come up, hands to heart center. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, thank you. Hey guys, that's it. That's your 15-minute workout. 1 or 2 things you need. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Iwanda. Join us back here at Get Fit with Gaston.